human in our house.
Oh, hey.
Carl.
How did he get here?
Carl, what did you do?
Me? I didn't do this.
Explain what happened, Carl.
I've never seen him before in my life.
Why did you
Carl.
kill this person, Carl?
I do not kill people. That is my least favorite thing to do.
Tell me, Carl, exactly what you were
So it's
doing
something
before I
you
got
do.
home.
All right. Well, I was upstairs.
Okay.
I was sitting in my room.
Yes.
Reading a book.
Go on.
And well, this guy walked in.
Okay.
So I went up to him.
Yes.
And I stabbed him 37 times in the chest.
Carl, that kills people.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
How could you not know that?
Yeah, I'm in the wrong here. I suck.
What happened to his hands?
What's that?
His hands.
Oh, God.
Why are they missing?
Well, I
ate
kind
them?
of cooked them up and ate them.
Carl,
Well, I was hungry, and well, you know, when you crave hands, that's.
why on earth would you do
I was
that?
hungry for hands. Give me a break.
Carl,
My stomach was making the rumblies that
Carl.
only hands
Oh,
would
my God.
satisfy.
what is wrong with you, Carl?
Well, I kill people and I eat hands. That's two things.
What? Oh, God. Okay. That was the first one?
Carl, what on earth was all that?
I'm not sure what you're referring to.
You sunk an entire cruise ship, Carl.
Are you sure that was me? I would think I would remember something like that.
Carl, I watched you fire a harpoon into the captain's face.
That sounds dangerous.
You were headbutting children off the side of the ship.
His
That
face.
must have been horrifying to watch.
And then you started making out with the ice
Well,
sculptures.
thank God that the children weren't on board to see it.
Carl, why is the lifeboat all red and sticky?
Well, I guess you could say it is red and sticky.
Carl,
Oh, God.
what are we standing in?
Would you believe it's strawberry milkshake?
No, I would not believe that.
Melted gumdrops.
No.
Boat nectar.
No.
Some of God's
Boat
tears.
nectar.
Tell me the truth, Carl.
Fine. It's the lovely elderly couple from 2B. Well, they were taking all the crescent rolls.
What
can't
were they
believe
doing
what I'm
on
hearing.
I will
a
not
cruise ship
apologize for
anyway?
art.
Where are the other lifeboats?
Whoa, you won the prize. I didn't even notice that.
Where are the other lifeboats,
Oh, God.
Carl?
Looking at the trajectory of the moon and the sun, probably at the bottom of the ocean, I bet lots of holes in them. I have a problem. I have a serious
What is wrong
problem.
with
You are
Carl?
just terrible today.
Shh. Do you hear that? That's the sound of forgiveness.
That's the sound of people drowning, Carl.
That is what forgiveness sounds like. Screaming and then silence.
Why is Carl so bad? Why is he's insane? Is that what's going on here? Yo.
Carl, we're supposed to be on vacation.
I don't know about you, but I am having a wonderful time here.
You toppled the South American government, Carl.
The people have spoken. Viva la resistance.
You pushed the resistance leader into a giant fan.
He was a traitor and a scoundrel.
He was trying to
Okay.
stop you from pushing other people into a giant fan.
Oh, that was a foot. I appear to have swallowed an entire person.
People into a giant fan.
Hold on.
Oh, that was a foot. I appear to have swallowed an entire person.
That would be the hotel bartender.
Well, that explains why my mojito
Oh
is taking
my
so
God.
long.
It was horrifying. Your mouth unhinged like a snake.
Wow, that sounds pretty awesome.
I can't go anywhere with you, Carl.
That hurt my feelings. Now we're both in the wrong.
I want to go home. We're leaving.
In that case, I should probably mention that I filled our luggage with orphan meat. Well, I'm building a meat dragon, and not just any meat will do.
You know what? Forget it. I'm not even shocked anymore.
Not just any
that's no
meat.
fun.
This has become the norm for you, Carl.
I'll have to try harder next time.
Please don't.
I feel like I've been
My
issued a challenge.
God.
Carl!
It's too late
No.
now. You. I totally don't remember your name.
We've known each other for 3 years, Carl.
And what an impression you've made.
My name is Paul.
What?
I said
Paul.
my name is Paul.
Oh, I thought you were a woman.
Why would you think that?
Mostly the hat.
What, the
Are you
hat?
sure?
Of course I'm sure.
Well, if you'll excuse
Mostly
me,
the
I
hat.
have some pictures to delete from my computer.
Oh my God. Carl is horrible. Well, like, why? What brought this on? Will we get some background on Carl? Why he's so horrible? Why he's so bad?
Carl, you've tracked mud all over the carpet.
Now that right there is a mess.
I just had it cleaned yesterday, Carl.
I'm not responsible for this. I've been jamming on the saxophone all morning.
They're clearly your hoof prints, Carl.
And there is an imposter on the loose.
They lead directly to you.
Clue number 1. The imposter is a phantom.
Carl, stop avoiding.
A nuclear bomb?
Happy birthday!
It's not. Please tell me you had nothing to do with it. Carl!
Happy Happy birthday.
It's not. Please tell me you have nothing to do with this.
Why don't you blow out your candle?
You've gone too far this time, Carl.
What's that? It's hard to hear you over the sound of melting city.
How did you even do this?
A dollop of fairy dust.
Carl.
Ripped the tag off a mattress.
This isn't funny, Carl.
Who's laughing? Clearly not all the people who
Tag
just
off a
exploded.
mattress.
I'm leaving. I've had enough of this.
But think of all the perfectly roasted faces we get to munch on.
Why?
Because
Perfectly
we're friends,
roasted.
and friendship is two pals munching on a well-cooked face
That
together.
isn't friendship, Carl. That's sick.
Well, then you're probably not
my
going to like your
God.
birthday decorations.
It's not even
Oh,
my.
no.
Oh my God.
Surprise!
Oh no!
Oh no. Ah.
I'm sorry, I thought you liked faces. Obviously, there's a miscommunication.
I thought you liked
awful,
faces.
Carl.
This
You're
is
right, It's
terrible.
not nearly as tasteful as I pictured it in my head.
I think I'm gonna throw. Oh God, one touched me.
This was clearly the wrong way to go.
Don't touch me.
What can I say? I expected them to
Yo.
be cooked more. Raw face is just gross.
That isn't the problem, Carl. Why would you think any of this was a good idea?
Probably because I'm a dangerous sociopath with a long history of
There we
violence.
go. There we go.
Oh.
I don't understand how you keep
Oh.
forgetting that.
All the other videos so far. Like, what did you think was happening here? He said, raw, uncooked faces, gross.
Carl! I know you've done something.
Whatever do you mean?
You've always
Like
done something.
something.
It's a lovely day out. We're having a good time. What have you done?
You mistake me for some sort of scoundrel.
Carl.
I am a respected member of the community. To even insinuate.
Okay, Carl. So what did you do today?
Well, let's see. I washed the car.
Uh-huh.
I made a donation to the local Girl Scout troop.
Sure.
I returned an overdue movie at Blockbuster.
What else?
I stepped on a ladybug by accident.
Go on.
And I baked some banana bread for our neighbor Pat. I
Okay.
believe that's it. Done.
That's it.
That's all I did today.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Is that a portal?
Carl, what is that?
I may have forgot to mention one of my
dimension?
activities.
Carl,
I apologize. That was
Another
wrong.
dimension?
explain, Carl.
Well, from here, it looks like a weather balloon.
I'm not in the mood for this.
I think it's just a lens flare and some dust.
Just tell me, Carl.
Fine. I may have created a crack in space-time through which to collect millions of baby hands.
Oh my god.
Huh.
What do you mean, huh?
I think I was expecting worse.
Worse, but this is totally
Worse.
fucked, bro.
I know, but after last time with the nuke and the faces, it's just.
Come on, look at this. How did I even do this?
I don't understand how or why you do anything.
Do you know
How
what it
did
feels
I
like
even
to be
do
Carl
this?
right now? It hurts. Not as much as the babies, but it hurts.
Carl.
What?
Why are there only hands from white babies?
Oh.
You know, Whitey's got to pay. I'm putting in his baby hands.
Why say it like
For
that,
white
though?
babies.
Well, you know, Whitey's got to pay.
Whitey's gotta
And they're
pay.
in his baby hands.
It's so random, but I like how it's keeping on pace with Carl's just a horrible, horrible person. Sociopath. A murderous sociopath. Oh, no. What is
Aren't you
that?
gonna say it?
Say what, Carl?
That, my name, all offended and annoyed.
I'm leaving, Carl.
What?
I'm moving out.
It's the meat conveyor, isn't it? You never were a fan of modern home design.
With the
It's a lot of
suitcase?
things, Carl.
Just let me explain. Efficiency, industry. Never before has this many dead bodies been so manageable. I'm the Henry Ford of human meat.
I've already packed. I'm not coming back, Carl.
Come on, we
Do
haven't
it.
even gotten to the big surprise yet.
Oh,
Sure,
no.
it's very upsetting.
Well, now I don't even want to show you.
Good. I do not want to see it.
Man, you are being a huge beehole right now.
I'm not the one shoving people into a meat grinder.
It's not a meat
True.
grinder, it's an orphan stomper.
Gross.
Oh,
You know, it's
no.
gross. Your attitude.
Are you serious?
What have I
Orphan
done to deserve
stomper?
all this beehole coming out of your mouth?
Everything, Carl. It's everything you've done ever.
Everything. Even that time I helped Mrs. Bigsby with her garden?
You buried her there.
It's what she would have wanted.
You buried her alive.
She wasn't keeping up with the weeding. As president of the Homeowners Association, I had to take immediate action.
All you do is kill people, Carl.
That's like saying all Mozart did was
Oh
write
my
songs.
God.
You are completely insane.
Oh, weird. That's what all these orphans said.
Oh, a
That's a
dragon.
surprise.
No,
That looks like a meat dragon. Did you finish your meat dragon, Carl?
maybe.
Maybe.
horrifying, Carl.
It actually happened from the
Thank
orphans. So they continued it. Okay, so everything's connected. I mean, clearly he brought that up. So they know.
Who,
Oh.
me? Whatever could you be referring
Paul
to?
didn't even show up.
Oh, the hand chair. I've recently taken up carpentry. Now, how would you feel if I called
Made out
your
of
work a
humans?
monstrosity? Of course I had to use faces. Anything else would be disrespecting the art. It's called modernism, only I've made it more modern by using face parts of city council members.
Oh my god.
I disagreed with the election results. Someone had to take a stand. I'm a patriot and a hero. Fine, if you're going to whine about it, I can sew them back on. I think their bodies are still in my blood canal.
Oh my god.
Yes, I'm the crazy one, not the people who elected these buffoons. If you paid any attention to our city charter meetings, you would see it wasn't an overreaction.
He took it into his own hands.
What are you doing?
Literally.
You're sitting. You
Made
never
a
sit.
hand.
You're always standing, Paul. You're not supposed to sit. I find this
Laying
very
down.
upsetting. You don't even care, do you, about my feelings? Will you please just stand up, Paul? I don't even know who you are anymore. No, you cannot take off the mask. It has to look right when I throw you in the blood canal.
Oh no. So Paul actually left. Is he just going to continue doing these crazy things and acting like Paul's there? Or will Paul show back up? Let's see.
Paul, are you home? Ding dong.
Oh god. He went to his new
Landlord,
place.
pizza delivery.
He's got a
Fire
beard.
department.
Bank manager, you have an appointment?
What do you want, Carl?
I want to be treated like a friend, Paul.
We're not friends anymore.
Didn't you get my apology piano?
Pianos aren't supposed to bleed and scream.
I guess it was less a piano and more a statement on
Bleed and
pianos.
Why can't you
scream.
go horrify someone else, Carl?
I miss your grumpy face, and
Oh
the
my
paw mask I
God.
made hasn't helped. It's not grump enough.
You made a mask of my face?
Yes, and speaking of which, you might want to avoid being seen by federal investigators.
Oh
To some,
no.
you are now known as Nikolai Spanikov, brutal leader of the Russian opium cartel.
Go home, Carl. I'm calling the
Oh my
police.
God.
Bad idea, Nikolai. And you know there isn't a prison I can't nibble my way out of.
I'm dialing.
I've got nowhere to go. I burned my house down once it had enough swans inside, and I used up the rest of my savings buying the swans.
Carl.
Society. Society and the swans.
Carl, please. I really gave you every
Carl.
chance I could. I can't do it anymore.
No.
What if
No.
I gave you $10 million cash?
You don't have $10 million, Carl.
I buried a large chest of doubloons once. I can go dig that up.
No, Carl.
It was either doubloons or my zoo books. A lot of something is in a hole somewhere.
I'm turning on some music,
Oh,
Carl.
God.
I'm not listening anymore.
Rude.
I'm sorry, Flesh Me is so ungrateful, Carl.
And after
Flesh
all we've been
me.
through, it's scandalous, I say.
You do such incredible things and deserve appreciation.
It's
Completely
okay, it'll
insane.
come around. As soon as the swan piano arrives. You're welcome.
Why is the harmonica sound weird? Is that going to continue?
Carl,
It didn't sound
I
like that
can't
before,
believe
right?
you.
Uh-oh. What have I done this time?
You killed someone and
God.
chopped them up, and they're right here on the floor, Carl.
I didn't do that. Why would you think I did such a thing?
Carl, all the blood and the pieces. You murderer.
I think I would have remembered dismembering someone and putting all their bits on the ground right here. That's not the sort of thing I would usually forget about.
Carl.
Not usually.
I hate you, Carl. I hate you.
Oh, watch it. Now who's being hurtful? You, Paul. You.
Carl.
Uh-oh.
Who said that?
Oh no.
It was me, Carl.
Paul?
Yes, Carl.
You came back.
You must finish your work, Carl.
My work?
There is so much to do. We mustn't dawdle.
You said you weren't coming back.
Oh god. There's another voice in his head, isn't
Yeah?
Carl!
I don't know what I'm supposed to say. What?
What are you planning, Carl?
I'm kind of just freestyling it these days.
Oh,
taking
God.
things as they come.
You're better than that, Carl. You're better.
I am,
You're
aren't
better.
Carl.
I am Carl.
Carl.
That's me.
Carl.
You sure like you're yelling.
it? It's getting worse. Now the guitar, the banjo is in it. Is that a banjo? Or like a ukulele? It's getting worse and worse. Oh no.
Paul?
He's getting crazy. Yeah, he's in his own
I
head.
can't see anything.
You need to get up, Carl. You're in great danger.
Where are we?
I'll find a light, Carl.
What happened to his ear?
I don't remember how I got here.
You need to get out, Carl.
Oh, it's my gore pit.
Oh god.
Terrible fall, Carl.
My
I think my
gore
legs are
pit.
broken.
You're in
Oh
danger.
no.
You need to get
He
up.
fell in
How
his
long
own
have I been
pit.
down here? It feels like a long time.
Your work isn't finished, Carl. You have so much more to do.
I don't know if I can move, Paul.
You must act quickly.
His bone.
Someone
Oh,
is down
gross.
here with us.
That's probably the basilisk. It won't bother us. This stupid thing only eats Chipotle.
It grows closer.
Were you always this creepy, Paul?
I'll go find some rope.
And some Neosporin if you see a tube.
What's that gonna
I
do?
know. It's all laughs with old Carl.
Oh no.
Paul? Was that you? Maybe it's my stomach making the rumblies. Hungry for hands. Remember that, Paul? Paul?
Remember?
Carl!
No luck with the rope?
I'm sorry, Carl. You'll need to do this yourself.
Well, that's
Oh,
a
no.
bummer.
Carl!
That's not gonna work. I'm in too bad a mood.
Carl!
All right. Oh, hey, how did all these bodies get down here?
You killed all these people, Carl.
Collecting piles of
Oh,
human meat is my
hey.
least favorite thing to do.
Carl!
I am a rascal, just a no-good troublemaker. That's me.
The music. We got 2 more. So how's the music gonna sound at the end? Yo, what?
Carl!
He has a peg leg.
I guess I'm done.
You must complete your work, Carl.
There's nothing left to complete. It's all gone.
Carl!
I'm done, Paul. Why are you still yelling at me?
You must complete your work, Carl.
All the hands are eaten, all the meat creatures are made, unleashed, and then also
Oh my
eaten.
god.
Carl!
Yes, it was very upsetting.
I can't believe
Unleash
you,
and then
Carl.
eaten.
Do you remember the blood vortex?
The world
in
is
Paris?
over.
Carl!
Yeah, that was my favorite.
Carl!
You know what? I don't even think you're really Paul.
Of course I am, Carl.
I think you're a liar and a cheat.
You must finish your work, Carl.
I'm gonna go find the real Paul.
Carl!
Isn't he
I
gone?
don't think he's gonna be very pleased about all this stuff I've done.
It's almost time.
Remember
He never
the orb
was.
thing with all the nerves? It would shock people, then eat their skin?
Yes, Carl.
Paul is going to be really upset to learn I made that.
You're almost done, Carl.
When I find the real Paul, I bet he's going to be the most mad at you.
Oh my god.
Carl!
Identity theft, that's a felony.
Carl!
Yelling, also a felony.
Carl!
Paul!
Oh no.
Paul!
Oh my god. Oh no.
Paul, are you home? Paul!
I'm right here, Carl.
No, you're not. You're not Paul, you're an imposter.
Carl!
Stop it!
You must finish your work,
Stop
Carl.
it.
Paul! Paul!
You're almost done, Carl.
I'm coming in, Paul. I'm sorry if this violates your restraining order, but it's important.
Oh god.
Paul? Paul! Oh,
Paul is dead. Whoa.
I guess you're
How
the one.
long has it been? Nice sad. How many years have gone by? And why was Carl never stopped? There's clearly people because he was killing people. So, the music, oh god. I wonder if I can play this. I think I'm good. Did he bring all the bodies there? How was a llama wearing a hat never stopped? Oh, the Eiffel Tower. What otherworldly kind of power did this llama have?
oh, hey!
Oh no.
I didn't do that.
Oh, he's crying.
Carl!
Still insane. Oh no. I mean, he should have done that years ago, apparently. Save everybody the trouble. And he's gone. Okay, the music went back to normal. Oh, man. Okay. We did it. We watched Llama with Hats. Sheesh. Where did this idea even come from? That's what I want to know. Again, where did the idea even come from? That's what I want to know. Why these guys make this? Like, funny. Very funny. But also disturbing enough where you kind of think, everybody okay in there? Up there with the guys that made this? That was weird. Creepy. Hilarious. But I like how it kind of continued the story throughout. All the way to the extinction of the world, apparently. And probably other dimensions, seeing how he had baby hands coming from another area. A crack in space-time with baby hands. Yeah, he was insane. He was a sociopath. finally got to this after so many years. You guys have asked for this for a while, so hopefully you enjoy it. Hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't done that yet. But this was fun. I'd like to see some more stuff. If there's anything else like this, give me your suggestions down below. I got a long list from our last live stream. So, well, a couple live streams before. We didn't have one this week. I'm sorry because I'm out of town, but you know, that's the way things go right now. So this was you know, pre-recorded, trying to be ahead of the game a little bit. But thanks so much for watching. Appreciate you guys for hanging out with me, laugh with me, enjoying this with me. I always love it. Check out the description for more information on the equipment I use if you're interested in that kind of stuff or want some information on content creation. Let me know. And as always, I appreciate you. I'll see you on the next one. Take care.